What am I going to create? What am I going to sell? I really don't have anything to sell. That's something many people tell me. Why? Because they don't know their strengths. One thing, they don't go deeper into themselves to find out what they can do to serve other people. There are four things that you can use, four ways of finding out what you can sell to other people. First is mess to a message. If you messed up in your life, I'm sure we all have. So maybe you've gone through a divorce, maybe you've gone through a tough time, maybe you've gone through bankruptcy or near bankruptcy or anything like that, and then you overcome that. Or maybe you've been addicted to something, and then you're not addicted to that anymore. So you can change people's lives that way. Maybe you've never been to a gym, but then you started exercising, now you're healthy and fit. That's something that you can change other people into. So that's a mess to a message. Where you messed up in the past, now you know how to overcome from that. So you can help people get to where they want to get within a short period of time. What you're doing is you're bridging the gap. They are paying for the speed. So you're providing, instead of them having to go through 2 years or maybe 3 years or maybe even 5 years, what you're doing is you're providing a bridge for them to bridge the gap so that they can get to where they want to get or they want to be within a month or two. So that's something that you can do. Secondly, you might have a skill that you probably have a lot of experience on something. Maybe you're an accountant, maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're an artist, maybe a musician, or maybe anything that you've practiced in the past, maybe one of your skills. Or if you have experience in something, it could be a job experience, or maybe you're good at Excel, maybe you're good at video editing, maybe presenting, anything. So you can use these skills to teach someone. When it comes to teaching someone, you don't have to be the best in the industry, you don't have to be the best in the business in order to teach someone. They don't want to learn from the best, they want to learn from someone that's better than them. So if you can teach a number of people that they're not as good as you, that's good enough. So that's number 2. Number 3, if you have a hobby, if you like something, if you love something, you want to be in that, you want to be doing that and making money. So that could be your third thing to do. So you could do something like maybe cooking could be a hobby. So you can teach people how to cook because you love cooking. Maybe gardening as a hobby. You love gardening, so you know about gardening. You can read a little bit more about gardening, and then you can teach them about gardening. You don't have to know everything about gardening, but you can learn a little bit more, and then you can start teaching them about gardening, how to do it better, how to do it more effectively, how to do it in a way that they can achieve better results. So they don't need to learn from their experience taking a lot of time. They can just go through your course and then learn it within a week or 2, maybe a month, and then they can get better. So that's another way. The fourth method is a reporter method. So what you do is you can report what other people have done. For example, many people have done this in the past. Dale Carnegie, when he wrote his How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, also he wrote another book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. What he did was he interviewed other people, he interviewed the best in the industry, and then what he did was he reported in a book. Another popular one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What he did was he interviewed the best in the industry, and then he wrote a book about what the other people were talking about, and that became a multi-million sale, and it's over 100 million copies sold at the moment. So this is something that you can do. So there are so many things that you can do It's not that you can't do, but you need to find out what you want to do, and then something that you love to do. Also, you need to provide it to a customer, a client that you love to serve. That's very important. If you love your client, if you love your ideal client, it makes it so easy, because then you start serving them in the best interest, and then it'll bring you a lot of sales in the long run. If you're serving someone that you don't like, you don't love, it's not very easy to make a lot of money. It's not very easy to become profitable in the long run. So this is also very important. So these are the 4 things. Firstly, you can turn a mess into a message. Secondly, a skill or experience that you have, you can use to give advice to others as a course. Thirdly, a hobby or your interest or something that you love. And fourthly, you can use a reporting method, so to report what other people have done, but you have to quote what they have done. You're not doing it as your own work, but you're saying this is what this person has done, this is what this person has done. When Tony Robbins started, he was a reporter. When he wrote The Money Master the Game, he reported. He spoke to the best in the industry, and he reported. So like that. So anyone can be doing this, but you need to understand what you want to do, decide on that, and then get going. That's the most important thing. Get going. The more you keep thinking, what am I going to do, what am I going to do, you will get nowhere, because you are not going. You haven't decided and you're not going. So the most important thing is to get going. After you decide what you're going to do, then keep going. Keep going, keep going, but focus. Keep the focus in the one place, in what you want to do, and keep doing, and you will achieve results in no time. Good luck.